anybody's here. Don't know if anybody's watching. One of the one of the barges coming through on the Manchester, no, not the Manchester Canal, the Leeds Liverpool Canal. Right through the city, right through the Waterfront. Right, I can't see who's watching. I can't see a thing. But I'll try and work it out now. I'll give you a view of the bin and all the things to have a look at. Right. Oh, there's another barge coming through. Right, just let me try and figure out where my words are. Right, is anybody there? I'm going back to bed, but have a great day out. Well, thank you very much for popping in, Wolverine. Wolvo. I've got 2 other people watching me. I need people to talk to me because I'm not a talker. Unless I know what I'm talking about. And then that's only like kind of, maybe. Can whoever's watching let me know that you can hear me? That's the Liver building. Hello, Jack. That was built in 1914 or 1912. 1912, 1914. And that is apparently the forerunner to all the American skyscrapers. If you didn't have that, you wouldn't have your skyscrapers. How's that? How's that for a bit of history? These are the 3 Graces. This is the Liver building. That's Cunard building. And I'll walk you down and we'll have a look at the best one. My opinion, my humble opinion, is the Port of Liverpool building. What time is it there, Jack? Don't tell me you've got up at stupid o'clock in the morning just to see my video, to see my live. So that's the Cunard shipping building. That's where all your ships to and from America were registered back in the 1900s, late 1800s. You woke up at 4 a.m. to come and watch. Well, I appreciate you, Jack. I really do. And that there is the town hall. That's the Mersey ferry terminus. It's very windy here today because we're right on the waterfront. I might go back and put my big coat on. I don't like the cold. I don't like the wind. So you go in there, you buy your tickets. To go on the ferry. What ferry, I hear you asking? Ferry across the Mersey. Do 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 do. I know you've all switched off and gone away now. You get the ferry and you go over there to Birkenhead. I've literally just missed a ferry leaving. Audio is getting bad. Is it really bad? Can you still hear me? Is that a bit better? It should be okay because I'm on a fluffy. See? I took my audio away. See if that helps. Is that a bit better? Right. Took my mic away. So it should be alright. So yeah, that was the Cunard. This is the jewel in the crown. I'm going to get closer to this one because I love this one. Even the seagulls are hard-faced here. They just leave the kids. They just drop them off all over the place. Latchkey seagulls. Look at that. It's beautiful. That's a City Explorer bus. Charging a fortune to go around. Oh, where the Beatles live. Woohoo! The Beatles walked along this road. Woohoo! The Beatles drank a pint in this pub. Woohoo! They don't ever tell you that the Beatles came out rotten, stinking drunk, threw up on the gutter and then carried on, crawled home, did they? No. Hello, Adrian. Thank you for calling in. This building just is definitely Hello, Carl. Welcome. This tickles me, right? So you've got this lovely little balustrade that I could sit on. It's literally my bottom's level. And then you've got these absolutely humongous gates that I couldn't climb over if I tried. But I wouldn't need to, because I can climb over that. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know how to zoom in on my camera while I'm on StreamYard. Hello, casters. You would be on the tour bus. Why would you be on the tour bus when you could buy a save away ticket for £4.80, I think it is, and spend all day on the bus? Go wherever you want. But yeah, I don't know if. Hello, Francoise. Hello, Logman. Have you all got nothing better to do on a Sunday? As I was saying, I don't know how to zoom in, but I hope you can see the detail on that. That's a ship, and that's a ship too. This building is just beautiful. They all crack on about the liver building with the liver birds and all that, but I think this is beautiful. But the thing is, the way cities do nowadays is they put a beautiful, beautiful example of Victorian architecture and they slap that next to it. Why? Apparently, it's supposed to be the Titanic. It's supposed to be a homage to the Titanic. Because you see, it looks like the front of a boat. Well, I can't see it myself. And I don't like it. And that there is the museum. It is free to go in. Most of our museums are, to be honest, unless there's a special event going on, and then you can go into the museum. You have to pay a little bit extra for the special event. Zoom like I normally would. I can't zoom like I normally would because my zoomy bit's not there. I'm in StreamYard. I've normally got a laptop in front of me. Well, I'm glad you're all chatting away. When you feel like a noodle because you're walking around talking to yourself. I'm quite used to that now. In the interest of safety, please do not climb on this exhibit. What is it an exhibit of? It is. The HMS Conway was built in 1839 as a 92-gun wooden battleship and converted in 1876 to a school ship. She was anchored in the Mersey for many years before being moved to North Wales, where she was wrecked in the Menai Straits in 1953. Among the relics saved from the old battleship is this anchor, donated by the Conway Club. So they put things like this where kids can climb. You know, the ones that say do not climb on, it's just like, oh, I'm going to climb on that. No, it's not Welsh. Noodles lives matters. Hello, Head. Not pissing it down there then. Oh, you've got a bit of rain, have you? It is sad that they've put fucking shit. No, sorry. Hello, KK. I mean, they have events on the Pier Head on the waterfront, and people who don't want to buy tickets park the backside on the stairs and just sit and listen. Just being on yours. Were you live, Head? I am so sorry if I've jumped in on yours. It's just I've just dropped the youngest off at the station, so I thought, well, I did say that I would go live, and people were getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to watch me go live, so, you know, I had to do it. No, that was about half an hour. Oh, okay then. Sorry. I was saying goodbye to my son then. Oh, you just did a quickie, eh? I'm missing stuff. I can't see this screen. It's flipping horrendous. You know when you don't know whether it's your glasses because they go dark or it's because it's actually dark. We have Repatriation Memorial, which I think used to be a fountain. Maybe not. The Chinese merchant seaman who served the country well during both World Wars. The Norwegian sailors and airmen who participated in the Battle of the Atlantic. Memory of those who sailed from Liverpool on the SS Andorra. Over 800, mainly non-combatants, passed away. In memory of the 831 seamen of the Belgian Merchant Navy. HMT Lancastria. The Lancastria was sunk by enemy action during the French port of Saint Nazaire, while evacuate British servicemen and crew of civilians on the 17th of June 1940, considered to be the worst disaster in British maritime history. There were just 2,477 survivors. It was thought as many as 6,000 people lost their lives. And in memory of the Polish army, the Battle of the Atlantic. Hello, Willow. Yeah, I'm struggling reading it. Remembrance of the Netherlands Merchant Navy, Netherlands Fishing Fleet, and the Royal Netherlands Navy during World War II, and those that gave their life in the Battle of the Atlantic. There are a lot of memorials. This is where the main memorials are. I mean, we've got the big cenotaph up by St George's Hall, but this is a nice area to meet up in, for want of another word. Places to just sit and reflect. It's a nice spot, she says, as she's freezing her ass off walking around by the riverfront. I knew I should have put my big coat on. This caster's dropping links. Oh, aren't you good, casters? Thank you very much. Give you a good shot of the floor there, didn't I? How many of you like the Beatles? Put a 1 in the chat if you actually like the Beatles. Bella and Bit. No, I can't show you them because my phone's shit. Well, it's not. My phone's good, but I don't know how to zoom in on StreamYard. See, Hen's been here before. She knows why I'm asking this question. I like a few of their songs, but not a real groupie. I like you, Jack. They're okay. Yeah. So, look. It's a statue. It's 4 statues. And the amount of people who are here just to get the picture taken with 4 statues. And because we're British, we queue up very well. And the busker's not here, which is a shame. And yes, the ferry, the Mersey Ferries terminus, where you buy your ticket, is now a Fab Four cafe. You would think the Beatles were famous or something. I suppose they are. King Edward VII. You might be able to see Bella and Bertie from there. Right up there is two birds and they're 18 feet high. And there's two of them. And Bella and Bertie are the names. Now I'm going to get this wrong the wrong way round because I'm not a proper Scouser. Bella looks over the sea, looking after the sailors, and Bertie looks after the city to make sure the pubs don't close. Was that close? Yes, it was close. Thank you. Thank you, Willow. Hey, well done. Yeah, but is he actually making sure the pubs don't close? I wander over to that memorial because I actually think that's the Titanic memorial. Is my sound still alright? It's not quite older than the USA. Hello, spirit of LFC fans. Oh, I've got 13 people watching on a Sunday morning. Whee! Excuse me. Leeds Liverpool Canal. It's actually the Liverpool Leeds Canal because we're going in the other direction. Is the sound still okay? Yeah. A bit of an issue in the wind before. It's afternoon. All right then. You got nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon? I mean, I appreciate you by all means. Go and knock at your neighbour's house and tell them to come on. See, again, you've got this lovely old building there. That lovely old building there. You can't see the church, but that's St. Nicholas's church. And then you've got that trash there, that shite there, that rubbish there, and that crap there. It spoils the view, really, doesn't it? Take care, KK. Thank you very much for being here. Even the pigeons are cold, huddled up on the wall. Yeah. That is exactly why we lost our heritage status. In honour of all heroes of the Marine Engine Room, this memorial was erected by international subscription. So it's not the sailors. White Star Line. It was conceived in dedication to the 244 engine room staff who had lost their lives when the Titanic sank in the Atlantic. They had remained at their post, supplying electricity and other amenities so that the others could survive. When the memorial was unveiled, it was simply dedicated to all heroes of the Marine Engine Room. Before this memorial was completed, the Empress of Ireland sank in 1914 with the loss of 1,012 lives, and the Lusitania sank in 1915 with the loss of 1,200 lives. The designer of the memorial was Sir William Gascoigne John. It is one of the first monuments in England to specifically honour the sacrifice of working men. So it wasn't to a king, it wasn't to a queen, it wasn't to the duke of this, that or the other. It was to the actual working men. I will not be leaving my house for 30 degrees. Yes, we do have coolings here. Well, the next time you come to Liverpool, have a walk around. Carl, you might be interested in my video that I did earlier. It's about Lime Street Station. That'll be going out on Wednesday. So this is the Isle of Man. That's the island where the Isle of Man ferries leave from. So the bikes for the TT races, there's just too many bikes. I mean, I think it's wonderful, but it's like, woohoo, look at all them bikes. Hello, North Red. It's an impressive at night. Yes, it is turning into a holiday destination. We do have a lot of tourists, so yeah, we will need to have more buildings put up for that. But then again, I know of old buildings that are standing there empty. be used. Right, lit up, yeah. Sorry, I can't read. I've got a dollar sign in front of me. Why have I got a dollar sign for my own channel? Am I going to pay myself to go live? I have paid myself. I took my son to the station. I got a big hug. St. Nicholas's Church, the Seaman's Church. So you see the distance, I don't know if you can actually, the distance between here and that church used to actually be on the coastline. All this was filled in. Excuse me. So this was all docks, and they filled it all in to build all that. So there's actually water underneath those buildings. Do you understand what I'm saying there? So the dock wall would be where those cars are going. That was the dock wall, and the water was here where we're walking. They filled it up because it was no longer the biggest, the best, the longest, the deepest, all that palaver. Ships were getting shallower holes, so they didn't need as many deep docks. Yeah, but I can't talk about across the water because that's the dark side. Apparently, I'm not from Liverpool myself. I don't know what the criteria of being from Liverpool is. No, I do actually. If you're from Liverpool, you're from Liverpool. You're not from Birkenhead. If you're from Merseyside, by all means. But apparently, Birkenhead is the Liverpool City region. Put that little bit on the end, and it tallies them all up. See if we can get a better look at this church. That's a better view, isn't it? And that's the tower buildings. Really? Is it just called the tower buildings? And I don't think you can see from here, but right there is Bella and Bertie's mum, because that one's older than Bella and Bertie by 4 years. It's a wee bit windy again. See, this road is actually called St George's Dock Gates. So all that would have been underwater. I don't think half of that's being used. That could be a hotel. The Dockers umbrella. There used to be a train track, and it was the first of its kind in the world. It was 15 foot high and 15, 16 foot high, and it would travel the length of the docks so the dockers could get to work. It was also used for freight. Sorry, see if we can. You see those pictures? No, not really. It's on a bench. Can't really see them, can you? Overhead Railway Company, 1893 to 1956. There was actual talk of it coming back again, and I think they should bring it back again. But we've got silly people who do things like jump off things, so we're not allowed to have nice things anymore. So this is the side of the Cunard. So I've done a full circle nearly. The better view of the close-ups. You can see the faces that are above all the windows. But further up there is all the horoscopes. And more, literally on top of every window, there's a sculpture of some description. Hello, cement shoes. Welcome in. Now that's in front of us. This building is a shaft, an air shaft for the tunnel underneath. See, now nowadays, all that would be a concrete block. But because of when it was built, they've put details on it. No, let's make it look nice, because people are going to have to look at it. That's one of the original toll booths for the tunnel. And that building there is Albion House, and that's where the Titanic was registered, the White Star Line building. And they've slapped that next to it, that next to it. Do you know what? Hi-ho. Little lava bird there. Is what cut stone or cement? Sorry, I missed that one. I've dropped my fag papers in my tea mug last night. I need to go on the hunt for more. Really, Hen? Really? St George's Dock Ventilation Station, 1931. Sculptures executed by Edmund C. Thompson, assisted by George T. Capstick. And this is the rear side of the Port of Liverpool building. Hello, Rent a Ghost. I was sitting in the dark. That's no excuse. See, doesn't that black thing at the side of there just ruin the aesthetics? And this is why they do a lot of filming in this area. This was blocked off for at least a week. You can see the cones. This is all blocked off because they're doing some kind of filming. No, I'm not going to risk going. I was just going to jump over the barrier then. I thought, nah. Knowing my luck, I'll end up flat on my face. I want to show you something which I think is quite cool. So this is a ventilation shaft. This is what puts air through the tunnel. And there's two alabaster sculptures. And this one found some. Woohoo! You're doing an awful good job, you casters, you know. I'm going to have to start paying you. This one has its eyes closed. This one has its eyes closed with a star. Because this is nighttime. And this one has its eyes open with the sun. Because this is daytime. It looks out of place. It's Art Deco. Why does it look out of place? Hey, if you're paying mods, I might mod better. I'm in Liverpool at least a few times a year for a ferry visit home. Ooh! Because obviously there's got to be 24 hours because the tunnel's open 24 hours, so we need to get air down there. Is that where is home or here is home? I think that's supposed to be where. Your W is not working. Hey, missus, your W is not working. That's a better view of the Albion House. That's a old house, I think. Again, old and new. The Explore Exhibition Centre. See, I told you they were doing filming. Means I've got to walk all the way around the other way now. Oh well, back the way we came. I'm so glad you said that, Rent a Ghost. You do not understand just how pleased I am that somebody from Ireland has said that. Can you see what I call Amy Earhart? But it's not. It is just called The Spirit of Speed. There's fares coming right at you. So you got 1, 2, 3 there. It's gorgeous, that. Okay. Angels at the top there. Do you know where they found it? A smackhead's bedsit. This one was robbed. This one was robbed. This one wasn't. They found it in a smackhead's bedsit. Was that me taking a piss? Oh, I do apologise. Do you think they practice in the mirror when they're coming in? Because not everybody speaks like that, you know. Caster's got it. You're far too close to Liverpool, you Casters. Ooh. Some wedding shops, wedding dresses. Very nice wedding dresses. Your dream dress is just a few feet away. I don't think they have as much silk that I would require just on hand. So inside Cunard, I'll try to keep this. All right, go on. It's all right. I'll try to keep this short. Is people, but they also has the British Music Experience, which is open to the public. Would I ever renew my vows? I would. Did you catch the inflection there? So there we go. We have done a full circle of Liverpool Waterfront and the Three Graces. Casters Wood for a prenup. A cement wood I would renew mine not to get married. Let's have a little look and see if the boat's in. Sorry, the ferry. can't add prenups to vow renewals. I personally wouldn't have got nothing of value to a prenup except car, and he can't drive that. Oh, so quick, we've got a ferry in. I don't know what it's called. I can't go quickly. Oxygen levels are running out. Either that or nicotine levels, one of the two. I'm a red from the Manchester. You're actually admitting that? You're a brave soul, Rentegast. Here we go, we have the snowdrop. The Mersey ferries all have flowers' names. There's the snowdrop, the daffodil, the iris, and what was the other one called? I know there was 4 of them. Oh no, one of them was Woodside. Was it Woodside? But they used to just be white. They just used to be white ferries. They didn't have all that. Wonderful paint job. Can you hear the music? There it goes. Ferry across the Mersey. Dee 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 dee. Do you know, I've just noticed something. I've been here loads of times, and I've literally only just spotted. They've etched, or no, they've put liver birds inside the lights. Wonder how long they've been there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. You see the liver bird's legs? And even he needs a break from me several times a week. I've never seen them. I wonder if they actually, if they like those laser things, and the bird actually lights up rather than the whole light. Right, I've been wandering around now for an hour and 1 minute. So, unless you just want to sit with me in the car for a bit, we'll have a chat. But other than that, I'm going to have to close down. I'm quite happy to sit in the car. At least I can have a ciggy and a drink. Well, 4 people went, nope, bugger off then. No. I'll have to go into town at night. Yeah, it's not my favourite thing to do. Are you still there? I will point the camera outside the window. Oh. Are you still there? Yes, you're still there. Why is this not working? Why is this not happening? Because it's been a pain in the ass, that's why. There you go. Are we still there? Where's my comments? This is not a good look. I'm sorry, I'm making you all dizzy here, aren't I? Which? That view or that view? The other view was good. Still doesn't help. Just trying to set something up. No, I don't want that on. My dash is remarkably clean. I'm so glad that the camera image is shit and you think that it's clean. Fidget, 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 yeah. I want both my hands. Because I'm unable to roll a ciggy with one hand. Do apologise. Oh, this is bloody ridiculous, this is. Here we go. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not fidgeting now. Well, I am, because I'm rolling sticky. Get off my coat. Right, I shall put me. Is that mic all right? Because I've just took my mic off, but it is still in the car with me, obviously. I turned the crowns off, otherwise I think I would be top. Have you got crowns on there, have we? I can't see because I'm not on YouTube. Ah, thank you. He woke up, he said hi, and he wished me luck, and then he said he was buggering off back to bed. I really don't think my voice is one of those voices that he'd want to listen to while he was in bed. Crowns are a YouTube bot. Better not using them. Yep, the crowns are there so that people... He appears on the crowns. Oh, on the list of who's here. Well, I don't think he's here anymore. As I say, it's not my voice isn't one he wants to listen to when he's in bed. Casters might want to listen to my voice when I'm in bed. I thought you'd like that one, Casters. I He doesn't have to still be here. It is the top 50 people in the chat at any point in the stream. Well, I haven't had more than 50 people, so he's still going to be there. I don't like the crowns because it tells me I talk too much. No, knock your socks off. Off you go, Jack. Carry on. Really, Hen? I think you can. Ask. I can't see because of that button. Ask Ray, he told Tug how to block it. All right, okay. If only it worked like that. I have seen people say in one comment in a chat that it has been 2 hours and they get to the top. Jack is a top man all years. I heard it from Emily that she can't turn off last week. It's just to show, it is purely just to entice people who are competitive to, I want to be first. I mean, I did it the other day. And I think it was Rent-A-Ghost. I stole his crown. And I was a mix the other day, and that's a complete not a fix. People haven't been chatting for about 3 hours, and then all of a sudden they come back and they're number one, and you're like, what the fuck? I thought I had more tea left. No, Laura, it's not raining. We've had a little bit of rain this morning, but not a lot. There's about 5 minutes. Just as I was dropping the youngest off at the station, and he hasn't got a coat with him. Wally. A beef dinner today, the smell is killing me. I'll probably go home to sausage rolls. And it's raining in Belfast. Oh, Laura. Oh, I hope you're all right now. Plenty of fluids and not a lot of clothes. Well, you don't have to go to Belfast. I think she just means she'll go there because you've got rain and she hasn't. Laura lives in Italy. That kid has a see-through bubble backpack with a pet in it. I didn't see what the pet was. It looked like a tiny little monkey, but I don't think it was a monkey. Oh, it's a baby owl. Well, if that's not seagull food, I don't know. He's walking along the path, holding the baby owl. Well, I'm saying it's a baby owl. It's only about 7 inches high. No, smaller than that. It's only about 6 inches. And he's walking, and the bird's trying to fly away. Go interview the baby owl guy. No, I won't, because I'll end up saying something that that person will not like. Baby owls, laid back pets. They don't give a hoot. Well, that one's giving a hoot. That one's flipping struggling to get away. And if anyone knows about seagulls and food, they'll swoop down and take your chips and your ice cream off you. They won't think twice about taking a baby owl off you. You know when you think you've seen everything and then something like that happens? I was today years old when I found out that people put owls in backpacks and take them to a city centre. Hello, Michael. Enjoy your coffee. Nesting season, maybe they found it and letting it go. Not in the middle of the city centre, they're not. You can tell I'm getting arsey, can't you? Where's my coffee, Michael? I have 2 sugars in mine. No, I have 3 sugars in a coffee. Weak coffee, 3 sugars, plenty of milk. I have a friend who recently. I would ask for tea, and he's in Texas. I won't like his tea. I have a friend who recently caught his first fish, and he said right after he took it off the hook, a gull swooped down and snatched it. He was not pleased. he was all set to have it for dinner. Well, yeah, exactly. Yes, Michael, Casters is after something. I don't know what he's after, but he's been an exceptionally good mod. You know, there's not even anywhere around here that I could pop in and get a cup of tea from within walking distance. Sorry, I will rephrase that. There's nowhere I could go and get a cup of tea for a reasonable price within walking distance. Because, you know, there's the Fab Four Cafe over at the ferry terminus. But, well, then it's not much. It's you. You are giving your time, and your time is the most important thing in the world. I wouldn't mind North, but, you know, when you know a tea bag, commercial grade tea bags cost what, 0.01 pence, and they throw a flipping bit of hot water on it and charge you £3 or £4. Like, no, sorry. Cement. Casters has just dropped the link, so have a little scroll up, and it is close enough if I hook you up and then drive, but I won't be able to read what you're saying, and I won't be able to comment on what you're talking about. Go to drive to Mackey's and get your tea. Oh, remember when they used to call them yellow hats? Is everyone else in agreement that I go and drive to the Mackey's? You know that wheel? If you turn it, it turns your wheels. It's fantastic, you know. Did you never call them yellow hats? Maria C., you should bring a flask out with you. I did. Up to you. Right. I shall hook you up. I will not be able to speak till I get to said McDonald's. Well, I'll be able to speak. I can talk about what I'm looking at and the state of the driving, etc. And then I will. Your worst 3-point ever. What do you mean, my worst 3-point driver? Cheeky bear. Right. What'll I do with you? Right, here goes. Put yours there for the minute. Well, I clip this thing back on again. And then put this thing on here. There we go. Why can I not see the comments? Shh, we won't tell anyone we're driving up a private road. Stop start traffic. Ah, we get stuck at the lights. Awesomeness. That brick looking building there used to be the Echo, the local newspaper. And that one there is another vent for the tunnel. Not as pretty as the other one, but still got some detailing on it. I'm not impressed with this not being able to see. I mean, I know I'm supposed to have my eyes on the road, but as you can see, I'm at a red light, so I should be able to see what's on there. What is it all talking about me? And you're telling each other that I lost the plot years ago, which I did. I don't mind you talking about me as long as I can see it. And here we are on the strand. And this leads us to the hang on, get a proper view out the front. There you go. A proper view. Have a look at what I'm looking at. So you can see what I swear at when I'm going to swear at. Because I know damn well I'm going to swear at someone. If I don't, it will be a first. Oh, pink light. Wasn't quite red, and it definitely wasn't orange. Look at all the tourists being ripped off going to the Albert Dock. Oops, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do apologise. I think I'm actually suffering with FOMO at the moment. And it's an Audi driver. Look at that. Wonderful. Fucking awesome. I want to be in that lane. I can be in this lane until I get over there, but I want to be in that lane now. So I'm going to get in that lane. Stuff whoever's already in that lane. That's how you do it. See? It's a nice way of doing it. You let people know what you're doing. And they like it. You treat you nicely. Oh, he's that desperate for a Mackey's himself. Do you reckon he's going to Mackey's? Should we see if we go into Mackey's? Oh, no. Oh, yes. Yes, he's going to Mackey's. Oh, he might be going to KFC. could just caught myself thinking then, how am I going to get a cup of tea without leaving using the car? And then I remembered, it's a drive-through. Oh, don't know what happened to you. Are you still there? One should only go to Mackey's to spend a penny. Well, that would involve you taking you in with me. Yeah, go through the drive-through. I didn't. Oh, hello, Toshi.
Welcome to McDonald. Are you using the app today?
No,
What would you like?
just a medium tea, please.
This window then, please.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Am I using the app today? Why would I be using the app when I'm driving? Your colonel wouldn't be proud of the flipping KFC here. Totally different. So I've been told. And every franchise is different as well. Sometimes you get a nice one and you think, oh, this is nice, this. You go another time, this is greasy as no one's business. Castle! Their brakes are as worse than mine.
This window, please. Thanks. A cup of tea?
Yes, please, love.
119, please.
No.
Thank you. £3.81.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
And you, ta-da! See, I can be nice. Just a random castle view from the drive-through, no biggie. That was so forced. It was not forced. I was being nice. See, this is why I'm not nice. Because when I am nice, it sounds like I'm not being nice. Uh, uh, I even smiled. I was doing my customer service voice, you are quite right. But I was still being nice. If it had been some snotty little brat, I wouldn't have been, but it was an older lady who deserves my respect. Because I was brought up like that.
Would you like any milk or sugar?
Can I have 4 of each, please? And 2 stirrers, please. Can I have another one? So you can't squeeze your tea bag with just one.
What was that?
You can't squeeze your tea
Oh,
bag with
right.
just one.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Business permit holder. A smile too, yeah. What does tea cost? Well, a medium McDonald's tea's just cost me £1.19. Hen hasn't been out for a while. It's gone up by 19p. And never get the large because it's got exactly the same amount in as the medium. I know this because I proved it. It was 99p. My grandma wasn't tight, but she wasn't flush. That wasn't good, was it? You fell on your head. I saw it going as well. She wasn't flush, so she used to hang her tea bags up to dry. And you'd get another cup of tea out of them. Yes, frugal. Frugal is a really good word. I'm not doing this live in Carl's business again. I like Greg's tea for one reason only, real milk, and the tea bags are not squeezable. You know, you try to squeeze a tea bag in Greg's and it's tea leaves all the way. Yeah. Laura, behave. Take care, casters. Thank you so much for being here for this long. Thank you for putting up with me. Back at you, casters. I had 2 squeezies at there now. Well, it's the 8th of November. It's not as nice as sitting down when you get enough from a journey as a nice cup of tea in that in a proper cup. But you know when you haven't had a cup of tea for an hour, it's quite refreshing.
I can do this. Oh, stop before I do that. Okay. Yep. All right. Take this and overdrive.
Oh, that's better. Nice cup of tea. I nearly said the F word there. Nice cup of tea and a ciggy. Wouldn't it be better to do all that on Discord, Hen, Laura? Or email? But I suppose there's a lot of space between Milan and Turin. Not many people are going to find you there. What am I scratching? I'm not. I'm doing a roll-up cigarette in my little roll-up machine. Yeah, no, it was just what I've just said. I suppose there's a lot of space between the two airports. They're not going to find you. Why would you travel from Birmingham? Is it cheaper? Does it work out cheaper to go on a train to Birmingham to fly from Birmingham? Oh, you learn something new every day. Do I have geese with me? No, I have seagulls. I'll show you them in a minute. To the 9 people watching, thank you very much for still being here while I sit and have my cup of tea, Miss Iggy. I'll get out the car in a minute and show you a little bit of what's around here, which isn't much to be honest, but it used to be the warehouse district where all the major warehouses were for the docks. But there's been a lot of refurbishment on here. That's cheaper from Liverpool to flipping Stansted. put my lid on my tea and we'll go for a little wander. Can you still hear me? How are you still hearing me? Because my mic light is not on. Right, anyway. I'll tuck you in there just in case it is windy. Ease. Excuse me. Yeah. So there you go. That's the old warehouse, but it's been made into a club, I think. That's a club, and with accommodations on the top. And that was built in 1882, and that was 1916 warehouses. 1916. But then you've got that glorious subject. Look at that. Well, they've tried to make it look like a warehouse. I think they've done a pretty good job. But this wall, and they haven't knocked it down or anything. They should do. Look at the trees growing out of it. It just seems that it's just always been there, and it always will. But it probably won't always be there. Simpson Street. Old warehouses over there. See, they're original windows then. That's been changed. Because they've got to modernise the building, haven't they? What's the hashtag one for? Oh, it's not a one. Some nice pictures. And a Rubik's Cube. A broken Rubik's Cube. Glued in place. Diamonds are nice. But have you tried a curly blow? The coach is a fancy bus. More comfortable seats. But apparently less legroom. It's got to be a brewery, that, hasn't it? That whole wall been added up. New builds at the bottom there. All intermingled with all the old ones. Proper cobbles, look at that. Under an inch and a half of tarmac. because nobody likes cobbles anymore. It's just pull in and nearly run people over because we want to pop into the shop. And let's completely ignore the 22 feet from a corner. There you go. A picture of Hope Street from the air. That's the Port of Liverpool building. That's the Liver building. See, they haven't got a Cunard on there. That's St. Nicholas's. That's all you're getting out of me. Oh, look at that dinky little car. It's a cracker, that, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? I like that. I couldn't get in and out of it to pay me. That's a brilliant little car, that. Hello, Food Forest Permaculture. My pleasure, Michael. But you've just joined me as I'm finishing off. Because I only popped out to drop the boy off at the station. I've been out 2 hours. So I've just been notified that I have a low battery. Yeah, that even doesn't even warrant a comment, that hand. Yes. Bye all. Take care. And thank you so much for being with me for this impromptu walk around Liverpool's waterfront. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care all.